Hi, everybody. This is the Empress, and I'm here to talk about the situation and the inheritance, stolen inheritance. Now, I'm coming online at the present time, which today is January 16th, 2024. Now, I seriously want to speak about this because people think that I'm not going to speak about it. I'm going to speak about this because this situation has gone on too long and has made me very uncomfortable. And we know the situation is not a comfortable one when you have all these people against me. I find it very disturbing how people who are official government workers and who have been in the government for quite a long time. It's very disturbing how I have seen the whole entire government go down because of corruption. The corruption of our United States has been sincerely damaged by people who believe that they had authority above others and above God. Now, I've been on my journey for a long time, and from what I've discovered, my history is the government. Now, I wasn't put here to make enemies with none of you people from the United States or the family or anything, but what you need to understand is this: my purpose was to acknowledge that our United States is a precious one. And we have been living under a mass of people who are disloyal to our United States. We have seen our government through our own eyes and our own feelings of what a government should be. I'm here because I feel that a lot of people in the government system have used our own government for their own purpose of gain and uplift themselves. But a lot of them never figured or investigated the situation properly. They have only paid attention to these certain people who have claimed to be of high ranking when they're not. Some of these people have cheated me out of my life for the purpose of gaining their political figures, their political status. And a lot of them know the truth of where they get these finances and how they have used and abused our system and have created our government to be corrupted. I see these politicians and I see right through them. And a lot of these politicians had a part of this stolen inheritance. You know, these people think that I don't see it, and I've seen it through my own eyes. Because any government wouldn't allow people to continue with a story of lies the way they have. They have literally allowed these people with the help of other officials to only discriminate against one person. And why do they discriminate against one person? You see, these people think that they know who I am. They talk as if they know everything. But all they have done was play with my existence. You see, these people have denied 40 years of my life that they have kept hidden from me because of these false parents. You see, these false parents have lied literally to the government, to Congress, to people of higher ranking. It has shown what these big parents had did in my life because they didn't want me to find out what they were hiding from me. And the point of this is what they were hiding and keeping my father out of the picture as if he didn't exist. The reason why they hide my father is because they tried to take out my existence as well as my father and my grandfather and my other ancestors. These people have lived a really good life in America. They have made their place in politics through thievery and no truth. These people have used finances that belong to me, belongs to my legacy. And this legacy runs through history of the United States. Now, a lot of my ancestors were all royalty here in the United States. They were here before all these other people in the government were here. They made the United States. They made the White House. They made Virginia. They made Georgia, Ohio. They've made every state to what it is today. But today, it's been corrupted. In the days of my ancestors, they were powerful makers and builders and strong spirits that conquered the United States, that made the United States. And the truth of this, they were all royalty here, based on our government. Now, I feel that everybody who seems to be entitled and who have abused and used federal and state properties for their own purpose and gain. You see, all this has to do with a legacy that goes beyond your means and beyond what you don't even know. But the purpose is a lot of people have forgotten what a true United States really is. And the people who made it and built it. A lot of people have only used other people's profiles, impersonate dead people, impersonate people that are not alive. What they have done is dishonored and disrespected our nation and our United States of what it truly is. I astral traveled through my legacy, and I tell you why I did that. And I'm doing this for the sake of my father. And I don't give a shit what these fake parents or this aunt or anybody says. What you did to him, what you did to my grandfather, and what you did to me. And to the presidents that were truly the original. You all have dishonored what the United States truly is. You've dishonored the people who created our United States, who have implemented the truth of what government should be. What we see now in 2024, I see our government blinded because they're all in this together, at least most of them. It's overwhelming that I have to face a matter in regards to the United States. It saddens me how these people knew of me. And they knew of me because Mrs. Archuleta lied where she got that inheritance. She only used me and this legacy for their profit and gain. They have taken and deprived me of my own inheritance from the very beginning. I don't feel nothing for these people whatsoever. I feel betrayed and deprived of what was my birthright and what is rightfully mine. Why did they have to hide it the way they did? Why did they have to hide it for over 40 years from me? Why did they have to keep it from me? And it's not only these fake parents. We're talking about a large and several hundred people who have gone against me in this government because they always knew who my father was. They always knew who my grandfather was. They always knew who my ancestors was. That's what they were hiding from me. And even the harsh and brutal attacks by my own government from people that I have never been in their life. I have never seen any of these people. I've never been around these people. I don't even want to talk to these people. Now I know why these people have kept this hidden from me. And it's really a shame how people like this think that they could ruin a person's life behind the scenes without me being there. Now that's corruption. You see, these people have been using my father's legacy in such a bad way and corrupted. They decided to abuse it for this long, and it has. This legacy has been abused by bad influencers. And these bad influencers just don't want a person to live life, to enjoy their life, to have a good life for themselves. But then we have all these people in the government and agencies who are freeloading and living off the government for free. You know, all these people have taken all my monetary gain, government land, an ancestral legacy, and have literally abused for way too long. Now, people wonder, what is my part of this? Well, I tell you what my part is. My part is to break the silence and speak on behalf of my father. It took me a long time to learn this history. I've worked hard for 3 fucking years on my DNA. I've worked hard to know who my father became, who my grandma became, who my grandfather became, who my uncle was. My ancestors have told me everything. And these people only continue to deny me, knowing very well that I am the royal bloodline. But see, these people think because it's a royal bloodline that they could use people and wait for them to die to collect their money. Is this how our government is? Is this what you people are waiting for? While you do everything behind the scenes? That's why my government hasn't helped me. And they even deny me my rights to my money because they're withholding it intentionally. Because what do they want? Tell me what they want. You see, people have been working to try to get me in a marriage. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm not going to compromise myself here. And I'm not going to engage in your false marriages or partnerships or friendships that never existed. Because all there has been is lies, forgery, perjury, and treason. Because, see, these people know of this legacy. They know of me. And it's very disturbing how these people can't explain themselves. When people talk about people not talking, I'm talking. But how come the government ain't talking the truth? How come Mrs. Archuleta and all these other people in Colorado are not speaking the truth? Because I have never seen a person in my life who has been such an evil person, along with many. Now, I was here because my father didn't need to be denied his kingship when it was hidden by these certain people because they didn't want the government to know everything. These people have kept secrets so deeply and maliciously because of the kind of money that flows through my legacy. And since these people work in the government, they have access. You know, this mother figure, father figure, this aunt, they all stowed a long history of my legacy. They knew of my birth name. They knew I was the heiress to this legacy. Sole heir. They knew it all along. They just thought because I wasn't in the picture and because I wasn't around them growing up Never lived with these people, never talked to these people, never socialized with these people, and never lived near these people. You see, they only thought after 1995, when I last saw my father, that they would take his legacy and use it for themselves. They knew it was supposed to be given to me when I turned 18, but they decided to keep it for themselves. This father figure is not my father. He's an uncle. And I have never been around this person. All I know is he's from Colorado, associated with other family members. Then we have this so-called Mrs. Archuleta who claimed to be my mother, and she's not my mother. She has lied for over 40 years to the government in regards to me. This aunt is from Mexico, Aurora Garcia. Now, I don't know what her problem is, but she has some serious issues when it comes to me. She is so revengeful in regards to me because she's always been a part of a bad spirit. Now, I've never been around this lady, never been around none of them. But it's funny how they continued through over 40 years abusing my name, my character, and my image behind my back. These people have taken over my life without my knowledge. Knowing what they did was wrong. Knowing what they did behind all these years. Living a good life. Being privileged through slavery. And lying to our own government on who they truly are. You know, I sit back and I think about all of this, and it's devastating. And what these three people have done towards me for the last 3 years in stealing this ancestral legacy really hurts. You know, I didn't put no trust in anyone. I never have since the very beginning. And I never have, even when I was younger. I have never been a part of these people's life. I've never been around these people. I never lived a narcissistic life like these people have claimed. These people only wanted to make me look bad. And do things against me to hurt me. They have done over 40 years of things to hurt me. have taken a title, have taken my father's royalty and treated it like shit. This is all the type of people they don't know what respect is. They take something really beautiful and treat it like shit because of their envious, their jealousy, or their hatred towards me or the people in this legacy. It's really eye-boggling, really, what people had to see in this situation. Now, my own government has really abused the system. These presidents are all fraud. This OPM is all fraud built on a faulty foundation since the very beginning. This OPM is not for the people. I guarantee that. And they never were. This so-called OPM, Operational Personal Management, that was run by Mrs. Archuleta between 2013 and 2015. That's where the whole corruption started. Because our government allowed a person like this, who had ill intention and an enemy to our government, they allowed her and other family members to continue in the government without really investigating who they are. But see, from what I've seen, the government knows who they are. They have seen what they have done. And now they see what they have done to me. But tell me, as a citizen of the United States, why did you allow this to continue the way it was when you knew of it? And the people in Congress knew of it. Tell me, why have you allowed these people to do this to me? Because of the money? Because of the title that you people don't want me to have? Or the money you don't want me to have? Because you think my ranking's higher than you? That shit don't matter. You know what matters is the way our government has made people uncomfortable. By you neglecting a person who was not supposed to be neglected. Now, why have all these people neglected and never gave me help the way they were supposed to do it? It's because they're a part of it. Even Donald Trump, Clarence Thomas, and Mr. Hardin. There's upper figures like this Clarence Thomas, who's a part of it, who have hidden where he got that inheritance. Isn't it weird when it's a time where we are all speaking about inheritance a generational wealth inheritance that belongs to me. Isn't it funny how Mr. Crow Harlem and Clarence Thomas accumulated so much wealth at one time because Clarence Thomas claimed he inherited wealth. But from who? Because they don't want to release that information. They don't want to give the courts that information. Why? Because all these people have collaborated through the courts, through the judges, through false attorneys, and false court fibulous documents made with nothing but lies, accusations that I never made. I never been around these people to claim shit. But I do know that this false judge, Clarence Thomas, and Mr. Crow Harlem from Texas are all connected to these fake parents. And then to top it off, we have this original Trent Rose who have literally stolen government documents from me. And these legal documents are from my grandmother's legacy, Mary Jane Truman. Now, this lady who's my grandmother, I'm the heir to her legacy, as well as my father and as well as my grandfather. This person literally has stolen government documents that needs to bring to people's attention how serious these documents really are. This person has lied, claiming he's a judge when he's a fraud. He has literally impersonated to be living a good life, using the properties that were left and belonged to my grandfather, my grandmother, and my father. This person has paid people in the government, have paid people in bribes, have paid people to gang stalk me. I have received so many threats from these group of people who have literally stole my grandmother's accounts, military bases, property, the White House, everything. And you let me tell you how they got a hold of it. Now, people might think, but I stand into my truth on how these people got it. And the truth is that these people in the agency all collaborated with Publishing Clearinghouse, who was holding private information. You see, it was all a conspiracy since the very beginning. These people knew what they were doing. They knew since the very beginning. They knew that they were going to backstab me and use this against me. They did it that way. And I'm really sorry to say, and I don't want to, damage Publishing Clearinghouse, but they're bullshit liars. And this is how it started. Did you know that I was playing games for a long time on Publishing Clearinghouse? And I started noticing that I was being hacked. By PCH. But, I didn't really think these people were doing that. But I continued playing because I thought it was something on my free time. And then that's when things started occurring. And then Mrs. Archuleta paid a person who went to school with my son. They used a student that went to school with my son and graduated. Now, how did that occur? Well, this person knew of my son because they graduated together. And his name was Ethan Clemenson. Now, Mrs. Archuleta paid him to show himself and present himself as if he was helping, locating my items, locating things that belonged to me when I was small. These people were holding private property, personal property that belonged to me. Things that my son saw in front of his eyes. They wanted his friend, to take him to the location and show off items that didn't belong to them, and they were mine. Those personal items were collectibles, but they belonged to me. Those things, those items, and everything belonged to me and showed my existence. These were crowns. These were a crown and scepter of my grandmother. Historic land that was put aside for me. Overseas, a crown at a state where my grandma, my history is, my father's legacy. I'll get back. And these people who have stolen my items and everything, money, property, business, all taken by these people, and through the Treasury, and through the state of Colorado, state of Florida, state of Washington, state of Texas. It goes on. You see, these people didn't want me to see what was left of me. Even crowns that I created through a beauty pageant. Tell me, it wasn't right the way these people have started this shit. This is how it started all, by a person named Ethan Clemens, a young man that was used by his parents to deliver messages in regards to my legacy and to items that belong to me. They used him. Do you realize how hurtful and the way they prepared and premeditated this matter? How people like to flash whatever that is given to me in front of my face. How they think it's so funny. You know, they took my sense of depression. Thank you, Ethan, for being a fucked up friend to my son. And you think I don't know where you're at? You're close by, dude. Now you know the outcome, right? Of what you started. Now this person knew of it since 2018. He knew. What these people did was collaborate with PCH. The Department of Justice knew of it too. Mr. Clark, who was working for the Department of Justice, the environmental list court back then in 2018, 2019, he knew of it. They were all connected to Mrs. Archuleta and these other people. And what really freaked me out is when Mrs. Archuleta gave Mr. Clark an $18 million gift, which belonged to me. And what did he do? He used it for a university to get attention. Imagine that $18 million gift that she gave him belonged to me for my education, for my life, for my own kids. I have my family. I have my kids. And they deprived me, fine. But what pisses me off is they deprived my sons and my daughters and my grandkids for what rightfully belongs to my family. all these people have done is just use me. They used me from the past, a legacy of my father that was supposed to be handed down to me and never was. These fake parents thought because I was in another state and never around them in Colorado, they thought they could use my legacy, my trust, my image, my given name, and use it for their own purpose and gain in the government, along with my father. This is all based on true royalty. But they have condemned my legacy in a wrong way. I've seen what they have done throughout these years with it. It's not only me. They've done this to my dad. And the fact is that, I don't like it. And I don't like what they have done because they've left me in a really bad term, very bad way. They have stripped me of my own inheritance by keeping me out of the picture, thinking I don't know anything. And I know what these people have done. And it's so unbelievable how the United States has betrayed one person because of an inheritance that never belonged to the government, really. At least my portion. What you think, how Mrs. Archuleta lied through her wicked tongue to the government in regards to me and to others. And learning what these people have done through the history of our government is a shame. See, this whole problem started because of this lady. God saw all this since I was small. He saw the truth of what these people were doing behind my back, year after year, year after year, for the last 50 years. That's how malicious this situation has turned out to be. And it's crazy because, God's kept me in one place with my family all these years. All my life, I've only been with my family. And these people have lied through all these years about me. Because I was never around to see what these people were doing. And a lot of people like this are atheists and they don't believe in the Lord. But see, these people like to put another person in a situation that's never been true. I don't follow these people. I'm not an atheist. I'm a child of God. And since the very beginning, I knew that I was going to come against a bunch of fools. Knowing that these people had money, my money, and they used it all against me. On a case of lies. That's a waste of money, a waste of fraud. All these people have been feuding against his legacy for the last 50 years. And the point is, why are you feuding? Is that how greedy you people really are? It takes $1 billion to feed your ass, to have a home. And buy things. You don't need $1 billion, bitches, to live on. That's how greedy you are. You have all these homes, all these apartments, all these property all around the United States, out of the country, overseas. And nobody lives in the property. You people just buy it for the fun of it. And the fact is, you live on it free. You eat free. You pay your bills free. Everything's free, 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 right, motherfuckers? But then these people decided to leave me out of my legacy, leave me out in the cold when me and my family needed help. My own United States has victimized a real royalty, something I didn't deserve. And I'm not going to stand here and promise nothing. Position or no position, I don't give one shit. These people are expecting some kind of marriage. For what? For what? For the other people could take more than what they should? Trying to put me in a marriage like I'm going to allow another human being to take care of my life? Fuck that shit. You think I'm gonna be in a marriage that I don't want? People thinking that it's okay to play with me that way? I'm 60, people, and I don't need you or any of you people to tell me who I marry or what I do in my life or who's in my life. You people are the kind of people who just want to control another person's life when you're not even related to me. What gives these people a right to try to arrange me with someone else? I'm not a little girl, people. I'm not the little girl that you guys took advantage of and used throughout the years because you didn't want her to know. What makes you think that you're going to present a marriage? Well, you know what? I'm telling you, people, the answer is no. Because you don't give a shit about my life. So I don't give a shit if it's royalty or not royalty. You people had no business using me or taking advantage of me the way you did. What you people think that I'm going to be in a marriage and everything's going to be happy? No, it's not, man. I don't know what the heck these people think or what they expect from me. But I tell you what I expect. I expect you people to get your shit straight and start waking up and start fucking thinking this is a one-sided shit because this is all there is. Let me tell you one thing. You know, these people, I spoke about this situation like 5 years ago, and I even wrote about it on YouTube. I spoke about it. I predicted about it. These people knew since the very beginning they were going to do this to me. But you know what? Because I know these people have committed crimes and have done things illegally. I've been on a journey to know what these people have done to my dad's legacy. I had to know. My ancestors made me want to know. And it's been nothing but bad influence. A corrupted OPM. This agency needs to be closed down. It needs to be finished. This company is not doing anything good for the people. It's not doing any good for our United States. And they know it. This agency is only looking out for their own good. They're not looking out for people, outside of this agency. They don't give one fuck. The HRs are all fraud. The people working under this agency are all corrupted already. And since the very beginning of time, OPM has been a faulty foundation that has a history of fraud, that has a history of corruption. You people know that. You people know what you do. That's the kind of career you people have shown. You people don't show no work ethic in our government. You don't show no professionalism. You don't share that you really want to make a difference in our state or our United States. You have all these presidents, you know, who have literally stolen from our government, and now you want them to run again? And most of these Biden and Trump, all there is occult members. Anyone that is socializing with these fake parents and this aunt and in HR in Colorado, they're all corrupted. Because everything that has to do with the government points out to Colorado. And everything that comes out of Colorado is from Colorado. You see, this fake mother always hated me. You know, this person is not on my birth certificate. She pretended to be my mother since I was small, behind my back, knowing she never was, to collect my royalties and live on it. You see, people could have just been honest, and things would have been better than what it is now. But it's not better. Because, people like this who try to get a person into a marriage when I have my own family. And the reason why these people think I'm alone is because I don't bring my family into a situation that has to do with me and others. But since all these people seem to be looking for a marriage or trying to get me in a marriage, the answer is no. Now, when it comes to marriage and you're going to fuck this way with me and think that someone who claims to love someone and when I never have seen this person, met this person, and I don't even know which fucking person it is. And the reason why is because I have never been in a relationship with any of these people. I haven't talked to any of these people. I've never seen these people. I've never been around these people. So what the fuck do you think I'm going to get in a marriage with someone else? Everything these people have done is just disorganized, dysfunctional, and cruel. In the first place, nobody has the right to do what they did. These people have only used a person, take advantage of a person, just to continue plotting and taking more. I pretty much had it with these kind of people. And I'm tired of these fake marriages, these fake proposals. I'm not even interested in. And I'm not interested in doing business with any of these people. And I'm not interested in living with none of these people. And I'm not interested in communicating shit with these people. Because these people got everything all screwed up and want to put their burdens on me. I have always lived my own life. I have never been around these people. I've never been out of state. I've never been to no state whatsoever. I've been settled all my life here in California. So the lies that these people have told was all false and fraudulent and abusive manner of authority. I've never been to Colorado. I've never been to other states in the United States. The only thing that it's been here with these groups of people and family are all lies. All they did was fraudulently create a court with a false judge and this niece or this aunt and other dabble dickers and created an impersonation of me in a false court. Lied, forged, perjury. And the judge was Reginald Trent Rose, who legally kept it for himself. So why did they do all this for? Because they knew where they got all the information in regards to my legacy, and they kept it and used it for themselves. Now, this person has corrupted already communities. And people are doing this against me because they're only trying to give my grandmother a bad name, giving my legacy a bad name. And it's funny how people do things when they know I know, and they falsify one after another, especially in fraudulent marriage. So whoever thinks that there's going to be a marriage or an exchange, you know what? I don't think so. And you know why? Because you people had no right invading my life or trying to ruin or damage my life just because you hate me. I'm tired of your lies in regards to relationship. I'm tired of your lies and your derogatory slander. I've just had it with you people. I've never in my life have I experienced adult people so immature in the way they did it. But I'm here because there's not going to be no marriage. There's not going to be no union. There's not going to be no traveling with you. There's not going to be no living with other family members, which I have never lived like that, and I'm not about to start. I don't need to go through hell with other people I don't even know or who are not my relatives and who never acted like family. Ooh, you know what, you people, just stop it now. Stop this false marriage shit. Because I don't want to get married. And because I'm a queen, I don't need to get married. I don't need you people to validate me. Because I validate myself. God, my father, my ancestors, they validate me. And I don't like the way you people think that you can handle another person's life when you have no rights to it. You see, I don't like people to tell me where I live or where I want to go or what I want to do or where I want to travel or what I want to do with my family. It's none of your business. It's nobody's business. See, what you people, I have told you for years that I've been in a relationship. And nobody wants to hear it. Everybody wants to deny it, just like you deny me my royalty. Everything I say, you people want to deny it. Well, deny it. Keep denying. Deny. I don't give a shit. But I am not going to deny my truth or my life. Because in the first place, nobody gave a shit if I had a family. Nobody gave a shit if I had my kids. Nobody gave a shit if I'm in a relationship or not. Nobody gave a fuck. They just went on and on lying about false relationships, on and on, trying to compare me to other people, compete with other people, go on, stealing and impersonating to be me, trying to live my life, mimic me, copyright, so on, so on. This is all these people know how to do. Well, there's not going to be no marriage here. And I'm here to clarify, and I don't need to be married to be royalty. Because my blood shows who I am. And I don't need no marriage to prove nothing. But these people didn't never care since the very beginning. After stealing everything from me and claiming false probates, claiming false death, this is all they've done. And I got the paper that these people have claimed I died. And they could kiss my ass because I'm fucking alive, bitch. That's what they did. They claimed I died, took this inheritance, paid everybody off, took my assets, took my resources, took government documentations, bonds, property, and I never even received one penny. They left me with the lack of an attorney. They falsely lied about an attorney. I've never received any documentation from courts, never notified. And for what? Why they claim shit in court when they know I'm not dead? They have claimed conservatorship, which I am healthy. I'm clear-minded, good spirit, and I have my family around me. So these people can't say shit. My kids are not happy what these people did. I have 4 kids. I have 6 grandchildren. And I have a man. And they're not going to like it. But I don't give one fuck. You understand? I don't like what they did to me. I don't like what they did to my family. And this is not done yet. And it's unfinished business when it comes to you people making it personal. And these people know that I have been with somebody all this time. They're just acting stupid and falsely acting as if they're so interested. And they're all paid. They're all bribed. They're all lies. They all work for these fake parents. They're paid. And you know why they're paid? To ruin me, to damage my character, thinking that I'm going to do what they say. Well, she's a liar. And her son, who claims I have children, I have no children with these motherfuckers. I've never even laid with these motherfuckers. I've been with one man. And that's my husband that's been with me for 38 years. So, how can I be with someone for 38 years and still with him? And my husband knows everything I do, where I go. And he's a father to my 4 adult kids. I have been with him for 38 years. I love my husband. I care for my husband. My husband is not violent. He's a sweet, elderly man who always has been on my side. We don't have all the money, but this man is a good man. He protects me. He treats me like a woman. He treats me as a family man and a family woman. Me and him have 4 adult kids. I have one older son in his 35. I have twins, a girl and a boy, 32. I I have my younger son, 30. So we, as a couple, for 39 years, have made a family together. We have raised our family together. We have grandchildren together. We have family together. So I'm making it clear that I have my family. I am with somebody. I have made my own foundation. I have made my own life. I have created my own foundation, my family's royalty. And for people like this to abuse a person the way they did and thinking that I'm just going to be in a relationship because they want me to, no. The answer is no. See, people, why am I going to give to another man when I have my own foundation with the man I've been with for 39 years? Tell me, why am I going to sacrifice myself for a person who has done bad things behind my back? People who never cared, people who left me in a bad situation, finances, have left me without a home, have left me all this just to abuse her in a way, a tactful, tacky way, thinking that I'm going to submit to some fucking marriage. Hell no. I'm 60 years old and I don't need anybody to tell me what I want or what I want to do, how I want to live my life, what I want to do. Nobody ain't going to do that. And I really don't care if people like me or want to get mad at me. I really don't give a shit after what you did to me. You people don't mean shit to me. My first priority now is my family and me. You people think that you could treat people the way you did, well, you're wrong. You see, people, after learning my father's history, learning the truth of all this and why they were hiding from me, that was fucked up. And after everything they have done, don't ask me for shit. The way you people left me and my family like we didn't have no existence. How you deprived me of my legacy, my money, my house, my business, everything. Why? Why? Because you hate me? Because I was born with the title? Because I was born in royalty? Blood of royalty? People are stupid. Well, I'm telling you directly that I'm not going to marry nobody. I am happy with my family. I built my own family already. And I'm 60 years old and I don't know what the fuck these people think. But I'm not about to get into no engagement or marriage. And I'm not going to be no stepmother or a mother. You know, I don't want to take care of kids or babies. Get real. You people took half of my life and did whatever you fucking wanted behind my back. You did what you wanted. You traveled the world. You spent money. You got good things. You've done everything you fucking wanted. Now it's time to fucking leave me alone. Leave me and my family alone. I don't want to have nothing to do with you people. Nothing. I don't really care if it's the government or not. It's not the government, it's the people. And what makes you think I want to work with you people? What makes you think I want to live with you people? What makes you think that I want to bring my family into uh, uh, around people who have only malicious ideas? And with you people, you think government is murdering a person to collect insurance. What kind of bullshit is that? Oh, they have a bond over your head. Well, fuck you. You can keep your bond. You could keep your fucking devilish fucking ways. But don't bring me into it. I believe in God and I serve God. And if that means that I have to let you motherfuckers go, goodbye. Because I'm not about to leave my family for someone I don't even know. When these people think they know me, they don't know me. They never even gave a shit how I felt. That's why I didn't say nothing. These people don't give a shit how I felt. You know, all these royalties and everything coming up, putting it in my face and shoving it in my face, and they can all kiss my ass. This is what they wanted. They want to keep me out of and deprive me of what's rightfully mine, but they could go and show off everything on TikTok, show everything off on TV, and then to top it off, the properties and the estates and everything that was supposed to come to me, they're selling them. They're right on the computer, selling them, selling things from this legacy because they claimed I died. And because they claim I died, they think, oh, let's get rid of everything. We don't want her to have it. Just take it, you guys. Yeah, buy it. Oh, yeah, we're going to make money. Well, fuck you. I know where these properties are. And I know what you people have done. And it's so fucked up. Did you know, people, that when the very beginning, I was fighting for a house that was left to me. I was fighting for a business that was left to me. And I was fighting for the money that's rightfully belonging to me because I've been out of this legacy for 50 years. And my father, my grandmother, and they all left it to me because they loved me. And the problem with this mother figure, she knows my ancestors loved me and she hated it. That's why she has done this to me. I don't know what this lady's problem is. I don't know what her deal is. I don't know why she had to take my image, my character, or use and abuse his legacy the way she did. All because she hates me. Look, this lady has some mental problems because I have never been around this lady. I have never seen this lady. I am very overwhelmed what this person has done to me in the past. How she used her daughter to replace me. And I don't even think my real father knew about this. I think she was doing things behind the scenes and behind my father. But there's a lot of things here that is wrong. One thing that these people want is for me to leave my family and go off with someone I don't even know. And for what? Because they have premeditated plots. They think that I will go overseas with them for what? You know why? Because his uncle is overseas. And this uncle has a plot to unalive me. The reason why these people want to take me overseas and keep me stuck there without my family. They want me to leave my family. They want me to leave my situation for someone that has fucking backstabbed me. No, no. There's not going to be no marriage. There ain't going to be no swapping. There ain't going to be nothing. One thing about me is that this queen, after all this bullshit, after all these lies, and after all this trying to lie me, after all this time you guys claim I died, and I got proof, so you could kiss my ass. You know, do you realize, people, how this affected my children and my grandchildren? All because a bunch of ass people who don't know me, don't even know my life like they think they do, and people who I've never been around with all believe the lies of others. It really hurt my family. It hurt me, a lot. And the first place is that I've never been in any of these relationships. I've been in one relationship with one person, and that's the father of my children. He's 64 years old. He still works, and I have my family. My children are good to me. My children believe in God. Um, they treat me like a queen. They take care of me, and they make sure that we're all together. My family is close, and I have a close relationship in a healthy way with my family. My kids don't do drugs. They haven't been in jail. They've never been in prison. They're not troublemakers. So what do you really think? You got all these people who are young, troublemakers, backstabbers, crime records, aggressive, dangerous. Now tell me, why am I going to be involved with people like that when my life has never been like that? Never been in jail. I've never been in prison. I've never even been in a relationship with people who were in prison. You see, this mother figure, instead of getting healthy suitors, what she did is she picked them out of a litter of jail crime, from prisons, from people who've had criminal records. You see, their intentions were to do something really wrong to me. And this is called attempted murder. You know, so don't think that I'm going to put my life in nobody's hands. There's no beneficiary here. You got it? The only beneficiaries that I have is my kids and the person I'm with. Don't get the person I'm with compared to these idiots who are trying to get me married and these family members in this group. Because I've never been involved with these fuckers. The person I've been with has been my only best friend in my life. So why am I going to choose a fucking stranger that I don't know, who is only out to use me, abusive people, con artists, and people who have murdered? So I'm not naive, I'm not stupid, and I have common sense. And I see who these people are. So, people, let me tell you now that I have not engaged in none of these fucking people or this family. I'm not even around them. Stuck in a single little house with a little kitchen for me and 3 other people in my family. Now, I've been struggling, but these people don't give a fuck. They didn't care if I had food or if I was in the street or if I was dead or if I needed it. They gave one fuck. You know, and my husband, who I've been with, he's 64 years old and he's still working. My sons are working. And I do whatever I have to for myself, which is none of your business. You know, it's tiring when people like this who have done this to me in the past has done it again. But this time, it seems like the whole government is in on it. So if the government don't care, and they did this to a citizen of the United States, a citizen who is connected to royalty of the United States, who's connected to the presidencies of the United States. You know, some of these presidents are my grandfathers. And they see what you've done to me. Yep. All these ancestors were presidencies, and they see what you're doing to the history of the United States. You see, I'm not leaving my family for anybody, people. You know, hell no. I am a close mother with my family and my grandkids. And after what I've experienced, I'm more likely more protective of my family now and my grandchildren. What these people are trying to do is lie after years and years of these people screwing other ladies and screwing other men or whatever, you know. And whoever these people who got people pregnant, these women pregnant, it's not my problem. It's not my business. And it's not my responsibility what you people do with your life or who you have kids with. But one thing I'm going to tell you is, and what I don't like, is people claiming I'm a mother. I'm not a mother to any fucking person here. I've never had kids with any of these people. I've never even been around these people. So what the hell do these people think? Claiming child support? Tell me, why am I going to pay child support to kids or people that I had no part of, or I had no connection with, or I had nothing to do with them? And it's not my responsibility. All these lies are just lies that they just want to use lies to make another one look bad. I know my truth. I had no kids with none of these ugly, nasty men. And do you think the man I am with is going to like you motherfuckers saying shit like this? No. So the best thing for you people is to keep your lies, keep your fake stories, keep your false marriage certificate, keep all your fucking lies, and shove it up your ass. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm not going back. And the mess you made, you could clean it up yourself. Because within the last 5 years, I was never paid one fucking dollar. I wasn't paid the money, the gifts that they have abused online year after year, year after year, saying, I got a gift, I got a gift. It's all bullshit. These people are not going to give me shit. These people only keep it for themselves, just like what they're doing now. This large sum of money, I might not even see it, right? Because this is their plot since the very beginning. It was a conspiracy. It was a malicious conspiracy to contempt a premeditated murder. And the government's on it. Why? Because they believed in lies. the lies that have put me and my family in danger for stupid fucking idiots like these family members. Just because they have my money using it and acting as they're professional and they're assholes. You know, my kids didn't deserve this. You know, these people act like they don't want no one to have a life or or live good or that's how much hate there is in our government. Well, I'm letting you know that I'm not going to leave the person I'm with for nobody. So just stop. Just stop. There ain't gonna be no marriage with anybody. And I just thought I would come online and speak a little bit here to clarify that the answer is no. I don't know what's going to happen next, but I'm going to be on my own. Thank you.